Good morning. It's me and Dave again. He's actively... It's just a bird, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. He really wants to go get that bird, but we're gonna sit here. And I woke up really tired this morning. I didn't exercise, and I haven't actually exercised that hard in 6 weeks. So I'm so sore that I'm gonna start my practice standing this morning. I know that the best thing for that soreness is to just find a little bit of movement. And so I am going to work in a little bit of movement and then also do a quick meditation at the end, just the way that I start my day. And Dave, you are welcome to meditate too, buddy. It seems really rough for you right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the front of my mat, grounding down into the 3 corners of the foot. So pressing down with the big toe, the pinky finger, and the heel. Maybe even lifting my toes and flexing and pointing them towards my face, just to really practice what that feels like. And I like to stand here in stillness for a moment with my hands at my heart center, closing my eyes, giving thanks for waking up this morning, even though I'm feeling a little tired, a little slow moving. The soreness is definitely a sign of aliveness and building strength. So we're grateful for my body and what that can do. Just going to start to settle in with the breath, noticing where I'm breathing from today. It's taken me a long time, but I'm usually able to breathe from the belly on most days, at least in the morning. It could be different by the afternoon. So what I mean by that is on my inhale, filling my belly full of air, and exhale, contracting that belly button towards the spine. So just not sucking in, but basically pushing all that air up and out. So on an inhale, I'm gonna bend the knees, swoop the arms up and over, bringing my hands together, looking up at my hands, finding a little bit of movement in the neck, just kind of waking up, taking it really slow. And then on an exhale, bringing the hands to heart center again. And I'm gonna do that 2 more times. It's a good way for me to start to sync up with the breath. So on my inhale, swoop the hands up and behind. My hands together at the top, looking up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can also do this with the eyes closed or open. Inhale, bending the knees, swooping the arms up and over the head, looking up at my hands. And on an exhale, thumbs pressed up against my heart center. One more time, swooping up, and this time I'm going to come all the way back down, hinging at the hips, slowly meeting in my first forward fold. Bending my knees, straightening the legs. Bending my knees, and then straightening my legs. I have to be extra careful with myself this morning. Straightening the legs. And then on my next inhale, I'm going to plant the palms and find a flat back position. Bringing some movement into the spine. Now your flat back position could be here with your hands on top of the thigh and bringing the elbows in towards the side body. here on the shins, or maybe down at the mat. So we're going to bring the head heavy, feeling the full weight of the head. Sometimes it takes a couple shakes to really let myself release the neck, the head, the shoulders. Continuing with the breath here, never holding. There's no right way or wrong way. If you are breathing, you're doing it all right. So on an inhale, I'm gonna halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bending my knees, resting my chest on top of the thighs, kind of swaying back and forth. And then on an inhale, I'm gonna ground down through all three corners of the foot, lifting up one vertebrae at a time. The head and the neck are the last things to lift. Looking up at my hands, slight bend in the knees. Exhale, hands to heart center. Feeling the blood rush in the opposite direction. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, float it all the way back down. And we're gonna do one more sun salutation. That's what that's called. We're greeting the day. Salutations is a fancy way to say, hello, sun. On an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting one vertebrae at a time. The head and the neck are the last thing to lift. Bending the knees, scooping the arms up. Maybe finding a slight back bend with the knees bent. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift and scoop up. And then on your next exhale, I want you to take both of your hands, pretending they're paintbrushes, and painting your way all the way down, hinging at the hips, planting those palms, bending those knees, slowly in my case, and easing my way down to my bottom. So from here, I'm gonna find little ball squat in the middle of my journey to the ground. If this is not good for you, go straight to your behind and I'll meet you there. Oh, goodness. Turn towards y'all. Finding a comfortable seat, and that could look like exactly kind of what I said. So anything that's comfortable. That may look like your right foot far out from the left. Maybe you've got your legs crossed in a typical style. And then maybe it even helps to move the fleshy part of the booty to the side to ground those sits bones down even deeper into the mat, feeling the support of your mat and just sitting here breathing. Inhaling, expanding that belly, filling it full of air, and on the exhale, letting it all go. Once you've found your comfortable seat, sink back up with the breath. Inhale, expanding that belly full of air. And on the exhale, I'm gonna bring a horse breath into it because it's a really refreshing breath for me and it makes it easier and more deliberate for me to let it all go. Maybe you've had a crazy morning already and maybe not. Maybe you're holding on to something from the day before. If that's the case, even if it's not, it feels really nice to just be in a safe space and let it all go. So inhale, Exhale. If you're not loving this horse breath, it's fine. Exhale in whatever way feels good to you. Now I'm going to find stillness and take 3 full rounds of breath in silence and stillness. I keep my palms face up. I'm ready to receive this day, receive all the light that this morning has to offer. But if you're feeling a little bit heavy, anxious, insecure, unsafe, maybe you place your palms down on top of the knees to ground and kind of hold on to yourself. So the next 3 breaths, we're going to breathe in literal sunshine. We're going to breathe out that heat. So we want all of the happy, playful, awakening, exciting feelings of the sunshine, but we don't always love the heat. It's not always good for us necessarily. It can keep us from even going out into the sunshine. But it's kind of like we're going to take what we need and we're going to leave the rest. We can't avoid the sunshine forever. We can take the benefits from the sunshine and leave everything we don't need behind. Breathing in the sunshine, hold that breath at the top. 1, 2, 3. Breathing out that heat. 2 more times. Inhaling the sunshine. Exhaling that heat, that humidity. Inhaling the sunshine. Exhaling that heat. That weight, that stress. I'm going to sit here for another moment, and I'm going to ground my fingertips down. Inhaling, lifting the neck. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling, lifting the neck. Exhaling, chin to chest. Sounds like Dave needs to be down here. Inhaling, lifting the neck. Exhaling, chin to chest. Now on your next inhale, we're going to lift the hands up above the head, bringing them together. And on the exhale, drawing them down to the heart space. I hope this practice helped you in some way, and you can always return to it or do it back to back to back to get a little bit more. Go in peace, go in love, leading with your intuition and your inner knowing. Namaste.